From your Weather Authority, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart.
Well, today was our 5th consecutive day in the 90s, making this our second heat wave of the summer that will likely go 3 more days before relief begins to unfold over our Labor Day weekend. And our high of 98 is the hottest so far this summer in terms of the temperature alone. We were 96 a couple of days back in June, but for one of those days, it was very humid, unlike today. So even though we're in the upper 90s, we're not getting a heat advisory because the humidity is not all that high, keeping that feels-like temperature below 105. We also have an ozone alert for southwestern Indiana that has been extended through Wednesday. But once again, levels today were barely in the moderate range, which is a good thing. And right now we're back into the good category. But conditions are favorable for high ozone levels in a weather pattern like this. And we could get into that unhealthy for some range. Afternoon highs were generally mid to upper 90s across the area. They had issues with the thermometers down in Greenville and Beaver Dam. So unfortunately, it was not that cool. Everybody was in the 90s, and everybody will be in the 90s again tomorrow. And live Doppler is all quiet. We may see a few showers try to develop or wander in from the northwest overnight, and then a few more trying to develop during the heat of the day tomorrow. More on that in just a second. We told you about that accident on the Highway 41 strip near the Ruler Foods entrance, and we just have emergency vehicles there on the side. Traffic once again is moving just fine. And it was another quiet day from start to finish, mostly sunny skies, so we turned down to the pump out again, and despite all the heat, not many people trying to cool off on the pump out today. A few were here and there, but we had a few more there after the sun went down, and it looks all dark out there right now on a warm summer evening. 81 degrees. Dew point has crept now into the upper 60s. It was in the low 60s for much of the day, keeping that humidity tolerable, but tomorrow looks like it's going to be a little bit higher, so you will notice an increase in the humidity. Temperatures right now generally mid to upper 70s, except Evansville at 81 degrees, along with Princeton. We'll just wind up in the low 70s, a little warmer than last night. Right now, we're running a degree or two warmer than we were last night at 10 p.m. That ridge of high pressure right over top of us, and as it drifts to the east, little doors will open up for maybe a storm or two to wander in from the northwest. Look at all this stormy weather going on to our north right now, from the lower Great Lakes all the way back across northern Missouri. Some of these are severe, but very electrical. A lot of lightning with these, and the outflow is moving southward, and even though it's nighttime, obviously the air down here is very warm. It could try to trigger a few showers overnight. More likely, though, in our northwestern counties if we see that. Updated Future Tracker does try to bring a few showers into southern Illinois, kind of fizzles them by 7 a.m. How far south they make it could set up a little boundary for more storms to develop tomorrow afternoon. Our model actually develops the activity along the Ohio River. Another model I just looked at keeps them more north of I-64, which I think is the better scenario. But there is that slight chance for a storm tomorrow afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 90s, and the Storm Prediction Center highlighting us for an isolated severe threat along and north of the river. Again, if the storms make it this far south, they will fizzle tomorrow night, and then Thursday looks a little quieter, very hot once again, maybe a spotty shower or storm more in our northeastern counties. But Friday afternoon, finally more widespread scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area that will bring the heat down a little bit. We'll continue to see that trend over the weekend. So becoming partly cloudy overnight. Could see a few showers in our northwestern counties, warm lows in the low 70s. Partly cloudy tomorrow, a few showers and storms trying to develop, more likely north of 64. Very hot, a little more humid, mid to upper 90s. And then those storm chances down a bit on Thursday at 98. We're down to 95, but still humid Friday with more numerous scattered storms developing in the afternoon, diminishing Friday night, redeveloping Saturday with higher rain chances. A second front comes through Sunday, sweeps everything to the south, drops the heat and humidity and the rain chances in time for a beautiful, almost fall-like Labor Day.
That sounds great. Thank you, Wayne.